Well, realized it was Week 16 in the
From Buffalo
13 of
Bills
the
Stadium in
2021
Orchard Park,
NFL
New
season.
York,
It is between
this
the
is
Kansas City
NFL
Chiefs
21.
going up against the Buffalo Bills. And at Buffalo Stadium in Buffalo, New York. You really like this game? It's the all after
We'll see Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills taking on Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. The winter is just around the corner as you get a look at Bills Stadium just south of Buffalo, New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. And we are underway in Buffalo. Here's the All-Pro returner from 2018, Andre Roberts. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here, right at the 30-yard line. But the Bills make their way out, led by their third-year quarterback from Wyoming. At 24 years of age, it's Josh Allen.
Well, when we asked about players in this league, we asked them to improve from year to year, and Josh Allen did exactly that from his rookie year to year number 2. Doubled his touchdown passes from 10 to 20. One of the better running quarterbacks in the league, had 9 touchdown runs. That gives him 17 in his first 2 seasons. This guy gets better and better and absolutely loves the game of football.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Allen. Stepping up, he'll try and run. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 44, Allen. And a quick throw here that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Here's the first carry of the game for Zach Moss. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
A quick throw taken in by Diggs. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They're going to give what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with the new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
On first down, Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. 7 yards, the pickup there. Yeah, he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Finding Knox there, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a first down on a gain of 10. How about to start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive going to plan so far. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Right off the bat, they start with a very solid, methodical 10-play drive.
And you know me, I tend to look at things from the defensive side. They're coming off the field gassed right away. We're in the first drive of the game. So it's not just what happened, but think of the emotion you carry into a game. Then double it with getting a 10-play drive put on you, a point scored. They're pretty good right now.
And it's 7-0 Buffalo. A 10-play drive that time. And it was Josh Allen using his legs to polish things off. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. The KC offense set to go led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
Well, partner, normally if a guy's touchdown passes for half, the first thing you'd say is, he really didn't have a very good season, did he? Well, it's true. Mahomes dropped from 50 touchdown passes the year before to just 26 last year. But remember, he had a knee injury and missed a few ball games, and he still remained in the conversation as the best quarterback in the NFL.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll drop here to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Bell. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Not much there, only a yard.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 for the 26. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try to get us ahead and try to keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he will have the first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The leading rusher for last year's national champs LSU, it's Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough 30 yards for you when necessary.
From the 39, Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football, but it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Singletary to get the drive started. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. The play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And his throw is incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense?
But the Hawkins on to punt as he gets it away. Hardman on the return. A good return there, 17 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 44. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he is brought down, but now before reaching the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. The drive keeps moving.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 30-yard line. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This is complete to Watkins on a slant. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you got a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
2nd and 1, if people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. That's complete, right around the 80. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And it's caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a Le'Veon Bell touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Andre Roberts now to return it. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Buffalo set to get the football back here. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount the drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. If it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Allen now on 1st down. He hits Beasley right side. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Throwing now is Allen. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it up to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Allen to throw once more. And he's into the flying Diggs. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards. Back in the first quarter, you said it. They need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
Now 1st and 10 at the 11. Again, they'll throw with Allen. There he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Allen on target there to Stephon Diggs. And the Bills have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of the second quarter. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's Mecole Hardman. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be up to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome, everyone, to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. It was a terrific first half from the mobile big man quarterback, Josh Allen. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators. Brandon Godden, and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Super Bowl champs trailing here, but they will get the ball first to begin quarter number 3. This will make it into the end zone and bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, I do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll throw. Gets this one to Hill. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept their minute by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back at it.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try to chip someone at the second level.
He will be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and very short, I guess I'm a little surprised they tried to pop that to the outside.
They must have thought there was just no space to run the ball inside and decided to go wide and hope that you just find a crack, find a crease, put your foot in the ground, and get upfield. Unable to get it done.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. And he's been fun to watch run the football. We know he can pass, but using his legs effectively here in this one.
No doubt about it. Watching maneuver in the pocket, out of the pocket, making the plays that he's making, which are breaking down the defense. I thought back to when we had our morning jog before the game, and I couldn't keep up with you. Those legs, they're valuable for his team.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. They're going to look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They go right back to Singletary. And down he'll go at the 25. 2 yards, good enough for first. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still had the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
On first down, Singletary. Dorian O'Daniel, 3rd-round pick in 2018, made the tackle.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And now they'll throw with Allen. It's brought incomplete. It's John Brown. And they get him down the number 4. He takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there. First down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind. And this time, they get it to him the more conventional way. And it's much more successful as well.
2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Bringing him to the ground defensively, Tedrick Thompson.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And now they'll tuck it and run. Allen hit. He lost the football. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 44-yard line. And that ball got free. We can hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone to the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. Singletary here running out of the gun. And he's corralled, but now the 4 getting it inside the 35. 10 more there and another first down.
What I enjoyed most about watching Devin Singletary as a rookie, he had a nice campaign, 775 yards on the ground and a rushing average in the top 5 in the league last year, is that what I saw in college transferred to the NFL. Continue to make the first tackler miss, whether he's in the hole or on the perimeter. I expect him to get to 1,000 yards rushing this season.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Quick snap to Brown. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Finding Knox there, complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Now Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscle all over the field and getting pushed down it.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Al run with Singletary. And Al move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going to play action since you ran it twice. But I often think the 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll roll him, and he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Josh Allen, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills will extend their lead.
I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that was a 13-play drive in total. And it was Josh Allen using his legs to polish things off. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. Now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 1st down, Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pick up there, 26 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just let him lead the game out that way.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. This is caught. Watkins. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there for the offense. They're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Mahomes again. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. And Charles, the 2nd time today that he has hit pay dirt.
And once you score the first one, there is that natural tendency, and there's also that eagerness to get back there and get, oh, he smells it. This guy smelled the end zone, and twice he's gotten there.
Butker on for the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a Le'Veon Bell touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's finished football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Singletary again. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with a minute 56 to go. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try to run for this with Moss. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause of the action. A timeout here defensively. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Singletary. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. So here we go, Charles. Third down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick the first. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. So indeed, they did keep it on the ground, but now it's 4th down, so this one's maybe not quite over.
The clock is still their ally, though, so just no panic here. Let it run all the way down.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down 21-14, a little over 20 seconds to go. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 3 yards to gain there, 2nd down. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.
Right. So we have it, the Buffalo Bills are winners over the Kansas City Chiefs, 21-14. I'm assuming we might be back with another one right after when I set this up. So be right back.